Hey everybody, I'm Kelly. How's it going? Had a couple of people on the Total Knee Replacement Facebook page ask for how I came about to doing my flexion exercises. So I thought I'd put together just a quick little video. I'm 56. I had total knee replacement on May the 24th. Today is July 1st. Happy Canada Day. So I'm just over 5 weeks. At the first week, I had 104 degrees to 117, 120, 126, and 134 at the 5-week mark. Those are all cold numbers. I was able to always do a little bit more when I had a good warm-up. I'm not a doctor or a physiotherapist. Do what your doctor says. I'm just showing you what my doctor and physiotherapist told me to do, and a couple of tips and tricks for helping me have a tactile response to know that each day when I was doing my exercises that I was doing a good job. So basically the exercises broke into two groups. One where I did one every hour that my surgeon wanted me to do. He wanted me to make sure the knee had a good stretch every hour, like 5 reps, nothing too serious, just get some bend in it, and then 3 times a day do sort of the significant set of all of the exercises. So what I was told is that the first 6 weeks are the most important for breaking down that scar tissue. You can do more in the next 6 weeks and the months after that, but your biggest bang for the buck is in the first 6 weeks. So I've been focused heavy duty on doing flexion and straightening. Before I do my exercises, I always ice for 20 minutes to make sure I have minimal swelling, and especially at the beginning where I knew I was coming up to my exercise time, I would take painkillers as needed to make sure that I was as pain-free as possible going in, because if you're in a lot of pain and you got a lot of swelling, it's really, really hard to do the exercises. So that was something that was important to me. So without further ado, this is the assisted knee flexion, and this is the one that I think I've liked the most to help me get the increased bend in my leg. Basically what it is, I use a plastic bag under my foot to help it slide on the floor here. But basically what it is you use your good leg to pull your new knee leg back as far as you can. Do 10 to 15 reps and hold it for 20 seconds. The key thing for me though was I was able to get immediate response on whether I'd improved or at least maintained from the day before. So when I first started, I'd pull and pull and pull, and it would hurt, and I'd kind of stop there, and that's as much as I could get. And then the next time I did it, I got a little further and a little further. So I decided to take a yoga block and put the yoga block by the heel of by the leg of the chair, so that when I was pulling backwards, if I could touch the yoga block, I knew that I did great and I got a good angle. Over time, I got better and better. I turned the yoga block up. I was able to pull my knee further and further back. And eventually, I was able to hit this bar on the chair. This bar kind of became my best friend. It was my absolute indicator that I was making good progress. So as I took my leg, I pull and pull and pull and pull and pull until I touched the bar. I knew I did great. And when I was doing this at first, it might take me 10 or 15 reps to get my leg to go back that far. And then the next day I did it in, 8 to 10 reps. And the day after that I did it in 6 reps. And I'm like, okay, this is great. I'm getting better flexibility, better mobility, but I needed a bigger challenge. So I took that same yoga block and I put it behind my back so that my butt was scooched a little bit more forward, making it harder. So that when I had to pull that leg back, it had to go farther and farther and farther in order to make it to hit that bar. As I progressed, again, same thing. It would take me 12, 15 reps to get here. A couple of days later, it took 8 or 10. Move the yoga block. Once you get it easy, make it a little bit harder on yourself. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back until you touch the bar. But then one of the things I noticed, I don't know if you saw it here, but as you pull your leg back, your knee drops. So I was actually losing bend here because the knee was changing the angle. So what I did is I take a second yoga block, put it on the plastic bag, and then as I pull back, it keeps my knee level and it gives me just a tighter press with the quad. So I've got this yoga block behind my back oriented like this. I got this one under my foot, pulling it back. I'm touching the bar. I've got a tactile response that I know I went as far as I could. This is awesome. Once that gets too easy, Take the yoga block behind your back, turn it into another direction, the long way. And then try it again. Pull your leg back as far as you can till you can touch that bar. You don't have a bar, tie a piece of string, a piece of tape, a couple of rubber bands, whatever you have, just so that you know you've got a tactile response and that you know you're doing well. Once this part becomes too much, slide your butt forward a little bit more and keep trying, but carefully you don't fall off the chair. You're gonna run out of chair, and keep going. Now, my physiotherapist said that if I was at 135 degrees or 134 degrees, and that's kind of good enough. I don't have to keep focusing on bending more and more and more, but you do have to keep stretching, and you do have to do it 3 times a day, 10 to 15 reps with a 20-second hold. That's what I did. Hope it works for you, and I hope your recovery is going well.